still got some of these?
Well, that one's a little warm.
I don't care.
Alright,
They're so good, I'll drink them warm.
drink it warm, yeah.
Alright, what's going on, man? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good midday to some people in the Midwest, I guess.
This is our last Friday before Halloween, so I won the Halloween gear.
When is Halloween, on Thursday? I was gonna say we should dress up on Friday.
Next Thursday.
Maybe a day or two late. I dressed up last night with my vampire outfit.
Oh.
So, yeah, we did a little thing yesterday downtown Jacksonville. Me and Charity, and it was fun. Got to dress up with our vampire outfits, walked around, so it was kind of cool. You know, little bonding time. You know, doing something out of the ordinary. So it's always fun to do stuff like that every now and then. As we get older, we think that we can't, do stuff like that. You're adults, you don't dress up, that kind of stuff.
I dress up.
No, I do too. I enjoy doing it. It's fun. You can get you out of character a little bit every now and then.
What's up, James? We're just kind of getting rolling here. Just kind of getting rolling here. Yeah, I like to dress up. If anybody's seen any of our recent flannel videos for the Hulk and the Franken skull, and people were like, you have makeup on? So, yeah, I have makeup on. No, I just look dead like that.
Oh, I got makeup on. No, I got makeup on. Let me grab one of these goodies.
Forgot all about it.
Got one in there.
These guys are couple minutes. That's sweet, man. Which stickers do you have? All the stickers.
Ugh.
Alright. Give people a minute to get on, if anybody's gonna get on.
Yeah, everybody.
It doesn't really matter.
Maybe everybody went to what I went to last night.
Maybe everybody's working.
Yeah, maybe.
We're supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, I was dragging a little bit this morning. Woke up a little later than normal, but still got my workout in. It was important.
Well, same here. We played some flag football last night with our kids' contact football team. It was kind of our end of the year get together, and man, my body is hurting.
What was it? Dads against kids?
Yeah, we smoked them.
Oh,
of course.
Man, were you stiff
Boy,
arming those little guys?
Knocked one right over. No.
Flipped him right over. You can't stop this. It's like,
Should we take it easy on him? No.
No.
No, take it
It's
easy.
like, you ever seen there's a video of the Colts mascot playing like
Oh,
Pee Wee
yeah.
League,
Yeah, I've
and
seen
he's
that.
stiff armed and he is
Yeah.
ruthless on those kids.
Yeah.
And people, I remember he got in a lot of trouble. People about backlash about how hard he was. Like, they were in pads.
Yeah.
I
We
was
don't,
like,
we don't
oh,
believe in
man.
participation
Yeah,
awards.
yeah. Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was probably a little bit too much, but it was
No.
still funny.
That's how you toughen them up.
Got a good chuckle out of watching that video.
That's
A
fun.
couple years back, I think.
Yeah, for those of you joining us or checking in or watching this after it's been pre-recorded, I am Jim, this is Chris. We are the founders of Demons Behind Me, and we're going to share a story today like we do every Friday. It's somebody's Demons Behind Me story they shared with us at demonsbehindme.com under the resources tab. Share your story, help someone. We share these stories because there's somebody going through something similar. They don't know how they're going to make it through, but hearing about how somebody else made it through is going to bring them hope, and that is the most important part of what we do. We want to share stories, we want to build a community, we want to invoke conversation about stuff that people don't really like to talk about, or maybe they do want to talk about it, but it has a negative stigma. So we're crushing that stigma, we're sharing stories, we're wearing our Demons Behind Me message super loud and proud, and just kind of just spreading that message. It's a little bit different.
It's it.
All positive.
So a couple things I guess we can go over today. One thing I noticed yesterday that I want to address is, as everybody's aware, or maybe you're becoming aware of, if you see this video, we've got imposter websites. It happens to us. It happens to all companies as they grow. It's just part of the business, unfortunately. On our fans page, I try not to get sucked down a rabbit hole and read comments and stuff, but yesterday I kind of did. Just try to be nice to each other.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's supposed to be a community to help each other to grow, and it is sad and it's unfortunate that there are some people that fell for the scam websites. We do as much as we can do to get these things taken down.
Yeah.
The one thing that we cannot do is we can't get the website taken away. It's not our website. I don't even know who you go to do that. It's just not something we can get done, but we can request Facebook and even TikTok to remove their ads and block them from running ads. And that's what we do. As soon as we see them, Jim's on top of it. We report them. We ask them to be taken down. 99% of the time, they're taken down within like 24 hours. Especially now that we're seeing them more and we got a direct contact. So we're doing all we can to get those guys taken down. But just trying to be helpful to other people, that are being taken advantage of it. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, they're already feeling a little bit frustrated that they got taken advantage of. Let's don't beat them up too bad here. It's not their fault. Yeah. It's just.
And they're like, "You idiot! I fell for it too."
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I've almost been burned.
And I wish that we as a company could make people whole that went through that, but it's just not feasible.
Yeah.
I mean, if we did it, we wouldn't be in business.
Yeah.
So it's sad. It's unfortunate. All we can do is, if you reach out to us, we will give you what directions we've been told to tell you on how to handle it with your bank. And that's what it comes down to. You just got to go back through your bank and let them know that it was something that you didn't authorize to be charged.
Yep. So 100%. Yeah, it's a rite of passage. It's just something that we're gonna have to deal with, unfortunately. And to Chris's point, be respectful of each other. We did not get hacked. I do make a point to communicate that to people. A lot of people assume that we've been hacked. Well, we haven't been hacked. There's nothing wrong with our website. There's nothing wrong with our Facebook. What they did is they created imposter pages and imposter websites. And we could share that web address with the FBI, but these guys are so good that if you just look up the web address, it goes to a totally different site. But if you click on their ad, which is a copy of ours, you click on their ad, they will take you to that fake web address, not demonsbehindme.com. It will look just like our website, but it is not. And you'll notice in the web address, it's something other than demonsbehindme.com. So just like Chris said, contact your bank, let them know you did not authorize a charge to that web address. And it'll show up. And it will not impact us at all because we never charged it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's unfortunate, and we do all we can to get it knocked down and taken away. Another thing that you can look at, I know Jim was pointing it out, any of the videos that we put up don't have any type of watermark on them. Look at that. If it has a watermark, like a TikTok logo watermark,
It could. We could.
But if it's a TikTok ad, when you download a TikTok video, it adds a TikTok watermark in the corner. If it's original, it doesn't have that.
Right.
So kind of look at that. That's one way to be leery. You know, because we use our own ads for Facebook and so forth. So if we download them, it may be on there. But the big thing is demonsbehindme.com. That's us. And we're real. We're here in Jacksonville, Florida. We're never going to send you an email telling you that your package is shipping out of China. We are not affiliated with any type of China shipping for fulfillment. So remember that. If you get that email and you see that, that's your first red flag.
Yeah.
You know.
If you get a runaround on how to contact the business, that's another red flag. All of our contact information is wide open for everybody. If you go to our actual website, you go to the contact us page, you can get our address, our phone number. You can call us here in Jacksonville. Same with our Facebook page. If you go to our Facebook page, not some flannel sale page that looks like us, you will find all of our contact information. There's nothing that we're hiding there. So
yeah, and the other thing is, you know, if you do click on one of them, go through multiple pages of theirs, and then you'll probably see other brands' products as well. We don't do anything with any other brands currently, so there's no we don't do anything like that. So just that's another red flag as well. If you're scrolling and you see another flannel company's flannel next to our flannel, that's not us. So just FYI.
Steven, what's up, buddy?
Let's
go. Today is going.
Yeah, man, we're rocking today. So we just yesterday we unleashed a new flannel, or not new flannel,
Hoodie.
New hoodie. So I got it behind me. The reason I'm kind of bringing that up before we read our story, the story that I'm going to read today is from a veteran. So this is our salute to those who serve. We've been doing the T-shirt for this for a while, but we've had multiple requests for us to do the actual hooded sweatshirt. So
One of our best selling T-shirts that we have. I'm gonna bring that a little bit closer. There you go. Back is good. Back you can see, beautiful. The front. Salute to those who serve. Huge part of what we do.
Yeah, so we're gonna, you know, one things that we do that we're working with and working on is, you know, through our foundation, you have the opportunity to make a donation towards veterans. So that's one of the things that we hold dear in our heart. Jim and myself have never served in any type of branch of military, but we've had multiple family members that have, you know, uncles, for you, father, me, uncles, grandfathers, and so forth, nieces and cousins and stuff like that. No nieces, but cousins.
Brothers-in-law.
No, yeah, there you go. So that's near and dear to our heart. And the story that we're going to read today, or I'm going to read today, comes from Phil, and he's a veteran, and he talks about something that is real, something that, you know, needs to always be addressed. You know, there's 22 veterans commit suicide every day. That's the number that they come out with. So that's a lot. Our veterans are very important to us. Freedom is not free, and what they do is important for us as a country. So that's one of the reasons why we do what we do as well. We try to help support those guys. You know, one of the foundations we've worked with in the past and we've given money to is K9 for Warriors. They're located here in Jacksonville, and they actually do. They train up service dogs that help our veterans that deal with PTSD to come back, or maybe they're, you know, come back and they've had, you know, something, you know, from an explosion or something like that, you know, where they needed a service dog to help them around the house, you know, with certain chores and stuff like that. So great foundation there, somebody that we're going to continue to work with. And then we got some other stuff, you know, hopefully in the lines too, to team up with some other foundations that are helping veterans as well. All right, you ready to read this thing?
Dive on in. So this is Phil's Demons Behind Me story. Demons Behind Me means different things to different people. So we leave this up to whoever wants to share their story about how they overcame a hardship at demonsbehindme.com under the resources tab. So yeah, we'll dive in.
All right, so Phil starts out. When I came home from Vietnam, it was not the same, but I had managed to put Vietnam in the back of my memory and moved on with my life. In 1992, my youngest daughter, Erin, passed away. Not long after that, the visions of what I had done and what I had seen started coming back slowly. And as time moved on, they came back as terrible nightmares and flashbacks. I began seeing a civilian psychiatrist, and he told me that the loss of my daughter was such a traumatic event that it triggered all the most horrible memories of my tour of duty in Vietnam. Over the years, I struggled with nightmares, flashbacks, and two suicide attempts. With help of the VA and a very loving and supportive wife, I had managed to get everything under control to some extent and moved on with my life with my wife always at my side. All of this led to writing stories of all of these changing events. Some of the stories are about some people that had profound influence on my life. I have not written my story to receive sympathy. I have written and shared my stories to make people aware of the realities of war and the effects it has on all of our veterans. PTSD and suicide is real, not some manifestation of a Hollywood director, and people need to realize that. My stories are part of the healing process for me, and I would hope that reading them will help someone else with the healing process. To all veterans, thank you for your service. To all my veteran brothers and sisters, welcome home. Our Vietnam brothers and sisters, welcome home. Phil, thank you for sharing your story. Anyone that shares their story with us, we always send you a $25 gift card for sharing your story that you can use to purchase anything at the website. One of the reasons I selected this story is because Jim and I have been talking about what we're going to do moving forward with the Demons Behind Me Foundation, which is our nonprofit side. And we've been having some conversations with some different nonprofits as well that help our veterans. So this is one of the reasons why I selected it. It kind of hit home because of what we've been talking over the last few days with different people. But I also I selected this one because PTSD is real. It's something that it's sad that our veterans have to go through it. There's civilians that go through it as well. I remember the first time I ever saw somebody that actually suffered from it was when I was a kid. We used to go to a golf course in Murfreesboro. It was actually a VA-owned golf course. It was a little 9-hole golf course that you walk. And the VA patients and veterans were allowed to play for free, but us as civilians would come on and we'd pay I think it was like $9 for 9 holes that you walked. And I remember the first time I ever saw a veteran was playing with me and my dad we twosome and then he was onesome, so we just teamed up. And a helicopter was very low and came flying across, and he kind of ducked behind his back, and he was scared. You could tell he was scared. And I remember after getting done playing, I asked my dad what that was about. My dad was like, our veterans go through a lot over there, and they see a lot of stuff, and sometimes things like that trigger stuff in their head, and they kind of don't know where they're at maybe or what's going on around them. This guy, finished playing with us and was an awesome person, a very nice person as well. But that was the first time I ever seen somebody actually have impact that stands out to me. That was what was going on, and it's kind of opened my eyes. Even as a young kid, that this is something that's real, and our veterans, need a lot of support and help with this type of stuff.
Phil, thank you so much for sharing your story, and thank you for your service as well. One thing that I can relate to in this story is from kind of what I'm seeing, a couple things. So one, Demons Behind Me is not about taking the past and storing it away in some little compartment and never dealing with it. That's hiding it. That's not putting it behind you. When we work through those issues with the help of others or a support group, then we can work through them and literally put them behind us and move forward. If we don't deal with them, they're still there. They're hidden, they're out of sight, out of mind until something tragic happens, like the loss of Phil's daughter, all of a sudden brought that all right back up. It was stuff that he had not unpacked when he got home and stuff that he had not gone through, but it sounds like now he's done that. The other thing that I see, and I've experienced this with my own father, we lost, many of you guys know, my sister passed away in 2016 to a heroin overdose, but there was a lot of difficulty that my father was having where he was seeing that my sister passing was a punishment for what he had done when he was in the service, and that it couldn't be further from the truth. It had nothing to do with what he did in the service. It had nothing to do with karma. It had to do with the decisions that my sister made, and basically it was the choices that she made. But I could see that happening a lot with others where you go to war, you do terrible things, years down the road, something terrible happens in your life, and you may assume a level of blame for what you did many, many years ago. And that couldn't be further from the truth. And I just wanted to share that piece as well. That was very hard for my father to grasp, and to be honest, I'm not even sure if he's completely grasped that concept or if he's just learned to live with it and still believes that he had some level of responsibility with what happened to my sister because of what he did in the service back in 1971.
Yeah.
So, but thank you so much for sharing, Phil. It sounds like you had the support you needed. The VA was very helpful for you, and I'm super happy to hear about that as well. And I think Chris mentioned Phil's going to get a $25 gift card to demonsbehindme.com since we shared his story. All of the stories that we receive, we post them at demonsbehindme.com under the resources tab in the stories section. You can go there and read hundreds of different stories. There are people's Demons Behind Me stories, from PTSD, mental health, cancer, obesity, whatever their Demons Behind Me story is, that's what we share because it can mean so many different things. So really, really cool. Thank you. If you have a story to share it with us, demonsbehindme.com, resources, share your story, help someone.
Awesome. Yeah, Phil, thank you again. I know I didn't mention it earlier, but I'm very sorry for your loss of your daughter as well. Kind of feed off real quick what you said. So when you were talking about your dad and what he struggled with, and it was like a karma thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my Demons Behind Me story has always been, like you said, me and Jim never had any type of substance abuse or addiction issues. Mine was just I was a bad person when I was growing up. As a teenager, I just didn't care about anybody but myself. Didn't care who I hurt. Did a lot of bad things that I regret. But I actually had the same thing that is like what your dad did, you know, like anytime something bad would happen or things didn't go my way, or if it was a bad relationship or this or that, it was like, well, you know, I'm not meant to be happy. This isn't supposed to be for me. I wronged other people, so this is just the way it is. It's just, you know, karma coming back full circle. You know, you just gotta roll with the punches, you know, and I've learned over the years and still trying to understand, you know, teach myself that, you know, what I did years ago has nothing to do with where I'm at now. You know, every decision I make today doesn't affect what I did then, or what I did then doesn't affect any of the decisions I make today either. You know, I take each day as, you know, it is what it is kind of thing. You gotta go with the flow, but there's nothing coming back and bite me in the butt from something I did 20 years ago. You know, it's just not the way it works.
Yeah.
You know, we as people need to understand that, you know, our past is behind you. You know, it is nothing you can do to change it. There's nothing you can do to correct it. All you can do is learn from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so there is something that still happens because of your past. We get to share Demons Behind Me.
Yeah.
So
that's
the learning from it.
That's the positive
sharing
part
the
of it, you know. And there is always a positive. I think every situation you can find a positive in it. You just gotta sometimes you gotta dig deep and find it, but it's there. It is there in some way, form, or fashion.
Yeah, there's something positive for sure. We can't control the things that happen to us, but we can control how we respond to them.
That's it. Yeah.
And if we've made mistakes, we can learn from them. Otherwise, we can just keep making the same mistake.
I think I read that on the bathroom wall one time.
Yeah. A lot of bathroom walls. No, it's a good story. It's a good unpack. Crushing some Celsius on this Friday.
Yeah, trying to get going.
We've got some Halloween festivities going on this weekend. Mine's a little more kid focused for my 10 and 8-year-old Halloween party.
Yeah, we're
maybe some pumpkin carving.
Yeah, we got going to a bat festival tomorrow.
Oh.
With the girlfriend and her sister.
Do you want to borrow my Batman costume?
I actually told Charity on the way in today that if I don't see Batman at this bat festival, I'm going to be so upset. I've got to see at least one Batman, right?
You either have to be Batman or you have to be Ace Ventura.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
When he's searching for the great white bat.
The great white bat, yeah.
Guano.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, now we're just rambling. Yeah. New hoodies are up. Where's that at?
Yep, right behind
you. New Salute hoodies are up. Our probably top 3 t-shirt is now available in our super comfy hoodie. I'm just blasting stuff. I can never figure out how to turn stuff. We got the thin blue line for our police. We have the thin red line for our first responders, and then the thin green line for our military personnel. We support every group. We've had, we need the gray line. We need the yellow.
Well,
we support them
There's
all.
some gray there, right?
Actually, technically, it is light gray. It's not white. So the gray's there also for our correction officers.
Corrections officers.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys have a really hard job as well. So
teachers, nurses.
Yeah.
So many different things.
We just not enough lines for that design with all the colors.
Well, start looking like a different flag. Put all the colors on it.
Keep your eye out, ladies, for a new hoodie that's coming for just ladies. It'll be a zip-up hoodie. It is in production. We're working on some other new things as well. May have some a travel accessory coming out. Hopefully, maybe next week, right?
Hopefully,
right?
I hope so.
Yeah,
the mail gets
there. Windbreakers are in.
Yeah.
The shell jackets in. Those shell jackets are sharp. They're very nice. So if you don't have one, snag one. Those things are going quick. So we got some other cool stuff in the works as well. So keep your eyes open. Holidays coming right around the corner.
Yeah.
Last thing, like a rainbow last week, get out and vote. You can't complain about it, and if you don't vote, so get out and vote. It's part of your civil duty.
Yeah.
We don't have very many duties here that we should do here in the United States that are forced on us. But to me, this is one that you should go out and do it, and you should get your sticker and wear it proud. No matter what your political belief is, it's it's one of those things that a lot of countries out there don't have the opportunity to do what we do.
Yeah.
So take the opportunity, take the 20, 30 minutes, go stand in line, cast your vote and do what you got to do. To do your right as an American.
Yeah. It's also your job to do your due diligence, challenge the status quo, challenge claims in ads, and really find the truth in what's going on and make the best decision for this country.
Yeah, it's not easy anymore. I mean, it's
a lot of fake news out there.
You don't know what's real and what's not, but if you really want to dive in, you can find out what's real and what's not by doing your due diligence.
Yeah. Or you can just find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So that's up to you. Last week for Halloween stuff, get your Halloween gear. Some of us, like me, I like Halloween all year long, so I'll keep rocking it, but get your Halloween gear. We'll be done with it after Halloween next week. Maybe we'll go live on Halloween next week.
Yeah,
Isn't that fun?
What is that, Thursday?
Thursday.
Oh, should we dress up?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, guys, we appreciate you all.
Yep.
I think that's it.
That's it for this week. If you guys need anything, have any questions, concerns, always feel free to reach out to us online, Facebook,
Yeah.
Customer service email address, or you're always welcome to give a call to Kelly. She absolutely loves answering that phone.
Your favorite.
It rings nonstop here lately.
Appreciate you all, guys. Never forget, yesterday's behind you, move forward today.
Rock on.